Hi, I'm Barry.
And I'm Dawn.
And it's time for another edition of Adventures in Xanadu, starting a brand new weekly show we call RV Tips. That's where we're going to pass along great tips so you can live better in your RV. That's right, how to full-time live in your RV. This week we're going to be dealing with humidity. It's nasty, it's moist, and it's coming up next. All right, welcome back, and this is our first ever RV Tips Tuesday. We're going to be dealing with humidity and moisture in your RV. We also want to ask you to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, hit the bell so you'll always be notified when we put out new content. Welcome to the show. It's RV Tips Tuesday. And Dawn Marie, what are we going to start with this week?
Let's start with number 10.
All right.
Crack the windows.
Yeah, that's a basic no-brainer, but just crack the window a little bit. Even if it's super cold out, that's when you get your most humidity and moisture. Crack the window, especially if you're in a small RV, a camper van, or even a big Class A. Leave a little window cracked if you can. It'll really help your humidity problem.
Number 9.
Number 9, all right.
Ceramic heaters.
Man, they have come so far, haven't they, Dawn?
They have.
These ceramic heaters, they've got little tiny models. They've got them that even plug in. You can put them right over a desk or over your computer station to keep you warm in one little area. But ceramic heaters have come a long way, and the prices have come way down. And believe me, folks, heat is one of the best ways to protect your RV from that nasty moisture and humidity.
It also will help you save on propane.
Absolutely. What a great way to save on propane. Of course, you do need power. Right. If you got a good battery bank and some solar power, or if you're plugged in at an RV park or a campground, really, ceramic heaters. It's the future of portable heat. It's the way to go.
Number 8.
All right, number 8. What do we got?
Remember to use those exhaust fans.
I'll tell you, I just personally, so many times I'll sit down in this special room and I'll hear, "Hey, I forgot to put the exhaust fan on." But really, the bathroom exhaust fan is so important, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
Make sure you turn it on.
For many reasons.
And the cooking fan. A lot of people have the fans, in the living room. Just make sure you use those exhaust fans. They're so important.
Right, and when you're cooking, it really is a big help.
Oh, huge, huge.
Okay, now number 7.
All right, number 7.
Increase your heat in the winter.
Yeah, now this is kind of a tough one because if you're like me and Dawn, we like to sleep a little bit cool. We like the temperature, a little bit on the cool side. But honestly, if you're in a sub-zero or 5 degree, 10 degree cool weather, you're going to want to have that heat cranked up a little more than comfortable. And trust me, it'll go a long way to help with your humidity problem. Let's face it, folks, humidity and moisture is one of the biggest killers of RVs and camper vans. It gets, you can get mold, black mold, your wood rot, all kinds of a myriad of problems from humidity and moisture. So take heed to some of these tips. They really do work.
Okay, number 6.
Number 6, all right?
Don't hang your wet clothes inside.
Right. Hang them outside so the neighbors can see them. But seriously, sometimes you just got to wash a couple.
Or you can use a dryer.
Yeah, well, that's the best way. Seriously, yeah. If you're at an RV park or a campground, use the facilities. Go to a laundromat. But, a lot of times you just need to wash a couple of pairs of pants or some socks, maybe a couple of shirts. And we don't have a washer and dryer on board. No. A lot of times we'll do it in the sink. And if it's nice weather, hey, hang them outside if the park lets you or you're boondocking. But if not, really, do not hang them inside. And a lot of people, the only way I'd say to get around this, Dawn, would be to hang them in your shower. But again, you may want to run that exhaust fan just to cut down on that humidity.
Exactly.
So be aware of your wet clothing, definitely.
All right, now number 5 is insulate your windows.
Yeah, they've got that stuff out. It goes by a bunch of different names, but it's that silver material. A lot of, the reflectix. They come, it's many names and many different price points. Amazon sells it, but it's a silver reflective material. All you do is cut it out, push it into your mirrors. It's going to help not only for humidity and moisture in the cold, but it's also going to help your heat. If you're cooling your RV, it's going to help keep that heat out. And if you're heating, it's going to help keep the heat in. So a great tip, yeah, use the reflectix. And we'll have a link to some of this stuff in our description, so check that out below. Hey, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified whenever we put out new content right here on Adventures of Xanadu. And next on the list, Dawn.
All right, number 4.
All right.
Cover your pots and pans while you're cooking.
Yeah, now I do a little bit of cooking, but I know that, man, if you're boiling up some pasta, man, that humidity is unbelievable. Again, kick the vent on over the stove if you have one. But if you're in a camper van or a little van, you may not have a vent. So this is a great tip. You know, a lot of people do cook on the propane stoves, and use those silicone toppers.
Right, exactly. And that also helps your food cook faster many times, too.
It really does.
It's a big benefit.
Yep.
All right, now we're on to number 3.
Number 3, all right.
Condensation is worse in smaller RVs.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're a little van, if you're van camping or you have a camper van, you're going to get a lot more of these issues with humidity and moisture and condensation than you are in a bigger rig. Not to say that you're not going to get it into Class A, because you will. We travel in one, and we do have to battle this if we're in certain temperature conditions. And eventually you'll learn your rig, and you'll know at what temperature you really got to monitor that humidity level. But definitely in smaller rigs, be aware that in colder temperatures especially, and in those hot, muggy summers in Florida, you're going to definitely build up some moisture. Crack that window in them vans.
Okay, number 2.
All right.
Dehumidifiers.
Yeah, now that seems, you know, it's a little bit of an expensive item, but they've come way down too, and they actually have mini dehumidifiers now. And we're going to put a link to one in our description below at Amazon. Check that out, because the little mini dehumidifiers really do work. You do have to dump out the tanks,
right, though. You do. You can't forget that.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, there's a little tip. Sometimes we have a small one. We put it in the bathroom by the sink, and we actually put a drain hose into the sink so that that water can drain out, and we don't have to worry about any kind of spillage throughout the night. So it really does work. Yeah, check it out, dehumidifier.
All right. We are down to number 1 and our favorite.
We made it.
Damprid.
Yeah, Damprid.
We love this stuff.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Damprid, it comes in a bucket. They also make it so you can hang it in your closet. But it is totally awesome. I'll tell you, I started using it way back in the 90s. We used to have some boats that we camped on. We had some cabin cruisers, some different boats we'd go out and just spend the night on if they had a little cuddy cabin. And this stuff works great. It comes in a little bucket. You just put it in there. You'll be amazed how much water that will absorb. And you can buy the stuff to refill them, so save the bucket. Damprid, yes. That's our number 1 tip.
We love it.
Number 1, Damprid. We use it, and if we start, like right now we're in storage. In the winter, make sure you got 3 or 4 Damprids.
Use it in your basements.
Right, put it under the kitchen sink. All year long. Damprid, number 1 tip.
Awesome stuff.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this week's RV Tips Tuesday. We appreciate you tuning in. I'm Barry.
And I'm Dawn.
And this is Adventures in Xanadu. We'd appreciate it if you click the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that bell for future notifications when we put out new content. We'll talk to you all next time on Adventures in Xanadu. Become part of our Xanadu crew today. Hit subscribe. We'll see you later.
Toodaloo.